Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to chat Warhammer the Old World because they finally brought out some news for the game. And today, we're going to be chatting Grand Cathay, mapped for the first time in Warhammer the Old World. So this is really exciting. This to me says that actually looking at how popular that Cathay was in the Warhammer Total War trailers, that maybe we might actually see some Cathayan stuff in Warhammer the Old World sooner rather than later. But anyway, it's taken more than 3 decades, but light is finally being shed on the mysterious eastern realm of Cathay. Though this nation's first full appearance in the world of Warhammer can be seen in the just released Total War Warhammer 3, of which, I'm not much of a video gamer, but all my friends playing it say they're having an absolute blast. Cathay will also be coming to the tabletop in the upcoming Warhammer The Old World, and now there's a map. Here's the Old World Supremo Andy Hoare to explain. First of all, I'm so happy they've got Andy Hoare doing Old World. He is someone I remember out of White Dwarfs playing battle reports in Warhammer Fantasy for so long. That's great. But also, confirmation, this is going to come to the tabletop is just amazing. And so, Andy, welcome to a very special reveal for Warhammer the Old World. This time we're taking a look at a region that has remained a big blank void ever since the very first maps of the world of Warhammer. The great empire that is Grand Cathay. Cathay is really nicely fleshed out in the upcoming Total War Warhammer 3, but this wasn't always the case. Below is the first ever map of the known world, published in the second edition of the game all the way back in the mid-80s, and as you can see, none of the now familiar nations had much detail. And so, this is pretty cool, having a look at the known world, Northern Steppes, Cathay down here, the Darklands in the middle, Southlands, Araby, World's Edge Mountains, Mountains of Morn, Norska, Elf Kingdoms, the New World, Northern Chaos Waste, Lustria, and the Southern Chaos Wastes. Really cool. I mean, it's not even got, the hinterlands of Kurish, Nippon, Kingdoms of Ind, the Dragon Isles in the middle there. Nagroth's not even sort of fleshed out. It's just the Old World, there's no Bretonnia, none of that. And so most would go on to become highly detailed parts of the setting with rich histories and in-depth descriptions, but Cathay went almost entirely unexplored for all time, beyond some tantalising tidbits in the Ogre Kingdom's army book, until now. Grand Cathay is such a vast land that we have decided to focus for now on its northwestern regions, so behold them in all their glory. The Warhammer the Old World team has been busy developing this area as part of our support for the guys at Creative Assembly for some time. So the games of Total War Warhammer 3 set in this region feel every bit as rich and characterful as games set elsewhere in the world. So you can have a look. This is really, really cool stuff. So we've got the Warpstone Deserts I can see here. Let's bring this up. We've got a bunch of the different towers. You've got the northern provinces, lands of stone and steel, Weijin, the Stone Sky Mountains. You've got some what looks to be like beastmen heads down here, the Imperial provinces, cool lake, a big mountain. This is just really, really cool. Wastelands of Jinshish, Celestial Riverlands, Mountain of Rain. I mean, this is just pretty cool, isn't it not? Mountain of Winds. Ooh, so we've got a couple of different mountains from a couple of winds, rain. I like this. But this is just really, really cool, this map. And so Cathay has been ruled by a race of immortal shape-shifting dragons for thousands of years. We know the dragons actually existed on the world before the old ones. Something that existed in Warhammer before the old ones actually came and shaped the world into what they wanted it to be by their grand plan. And it's not a place that changes much, so this map is just as valid for the era in which Warhammer Total War Warhammer 3 is set as it is during the earlier period that will be explored in Warhammer the Old World, confirming that yes, we are certainly going to be set in an earlier timeline. Rest assured, scholars of Warhammer, this map works in both settings, so get studying. We'll reveal more of Grand Cathay and its fascinating people that call it home in future articles, as well as closer looks at other areas of the incredible setting. Thanks, Andy. It's amazing to finally see what Cathay looks like after all these years. We'll now turn to Owen Barnes, who can explain more of the Empire in the East. So we've got some really nice close-up maps. So Owen, far beyond the old world, across the World's Edge Mountains, the Darklands beyond them, and even the Mountains of Morn stretches the vast empire of Grand Cathay, a sprawling land of mist-shrouded mountains, endless forests, mighty rivers, and magnificent cities. This is the largest realm of men in the known world. The first taste of the empire encountered by travellers or invaders From the west and north are lands ruled over by the storm dragon Miao Jing and the iron dragon Zhao Ming, children of the celestial dragon emperor Zhen Yang. Miao Ying defends the Great Bastion to the north, a towering wall that stretches for hundreds of miles across Grand Cathay's northern border. From the ever-present forces of chaos and the hobgoblin carnates. That's pretty cool, like hobgoblin carnates, so hobgoblin army, this is sweet. It is said the strength of the Storm Dragon and her innumerable armies have never faltered in the protection of the Empire, thanks to the discipline of Cathay's soldier and the wondrous weapons produced by the artificers of Nangao. In the west, Zhao Ming rules over the lucrative trade city of Sangyang, guarding the Ivory Road from the rest of the Old World. However, there's more than high walls of Sanyang and the Iron Dragon's mercenary armies keeping Western Cathay safe. Stretching beyond the gates of his city is the Warpstone Desert, a cursed land forever tainted by the impact of an ancient meteor that created the Great Maw, which makes for a formidable barrier to any who would dare strike at Grand Cathay from the west. I mean, this is just sweet, like, getting some fleshed out lore. This is already making me so excited to see this. The models and like all the things we're seeing inside of Grand Cathay in Warhammer Total War look absolutely amazing. I'm just really excited to see where we go with Cathay in the Old World. This is what I want in the Old World. I want these places that we never truly got a look at to be explored. Cathay, show us Norsca properly, you know, show us the Chaos Dwarves properly, show us the Dragon Isle, show us Ind, Nippon, the Amazons, all of that. That's what I want to see in the Old World. But anyway, what do you think of this for Cathay? Are you excited for Warhammer the Old World and Cathay? Well, that's it for the video. We hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little fine community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel more, you can do so by following the links to either our Patreon or YouTube members down in the description of the video. It goes a massive way to helping the channel continue to produce the content that it does. We'd like to give a special shout out to all our patrons and YouTube members, so a special thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater and Samuel. And a shout out to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lochloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Sean Scott and Ariana Edwards. Finally, a last special shout out to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel that you see pictured here, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing background work on our Discord server for us. Thank you both, you do amazing work. That's it though. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.